innovative content, global audience.
A very good morning to you all. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is SRTV London. The show is Rise and Shine Nigeria. Well, as you know, this is the show where we actually look at some critical issues in the country. That, like I said, the show. I'm trying to split it into two at the moment because we have a combination of the newspaper review and discussing critical issues that affect us as a nation. And as you know, my own is always difficult. I am not a simple type, so I always come with difficult issues. And on today's topic, I don't think anybody who know me will say, Daddy Chris, don't do this show, don't do this one because it's not good for you. Because I'm going to offend a lot of people. It's monetizing. You know, I would have loved to discuss higher education in Nigeria. I don't want to discuss the lower one because it's like our government is blind when it comes to that. Because I think it's a topic for a day discussing Nigerian, basic education. Because that is the foundation of a country. But I don't have time for that today. I like to look at the economy of the country because I know one thing that once Nigerian economy begins to pick up, people like us can come home. And we'll be coming home with a lot of resources. We're coming home with a lot of blessings. Now we have nothing to fall back from. And for those of you, even in the anywhere, if you're in Nigeria, how do you feel if Nigeria begins to grow? And how is Nigeria going to grow? It's not going to grow with the face. It's not going to grow with the sun. We have enough sun. We have everything. What we don't have is food on the table. And how is the food going to come? It's not coming from just those that go to farm. It comes from every sector of the Nigerian economy. And that's what I've been talking about today. Today, like I said, I'm going to touch a lot of points. And I look at, let's put our mind. Fela said, disabuse your mind. Put your mind in this musical construction right before you. Look at me. Let's talk to each other today, my brothers and sisters. We have a country called Nigeria. And we have a problem. Our problem is we are relying on only one sector. And it's not today, it's not only that we're saying it. I think it's all of us is aware of that. And we seem not to do anything about it. And that is where my confusion is. How can you people identify your problem and you do nothing about it? Well, sometimes it looks like alien. When they say it's like something very far from you, I'm going to bring some very, very close to you. That's what I try to do on the show. When I bring it, I bring religion. In one show, there's only a show where I don't talk, when I don't bring the element of religion, because I think they are all interwoven. But let's just look at it today. Nigeria education system. And as I was just going through the prepare for this show, I said, let me take a look at campuses in Nigeria. And two came to mind. I know, not looking down at the rest. Look at this. This is the University of Lagos. Have you been there? It's a village. Not a campus, it's a village. University of Lagos. Now, I am going to do only two so we don't have a lot of time. This is University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Again, it is a village. How? The thing that strikes me is how which the UK or the Europeans have this space of land to dedicate to a universities. I can imagine what they'll be doing in that place. You know how much we waste land? One of the things Africans have done well is to waste land God has given to them. And if I go to the Bible, you guys are going to be offended, but God gave you a place. What did God give you? Land. God has not given you anything other than the land. He said you should take the land. It is the way you use the land that is going to bring out the blessings that will be happening. The prosperity depends on your land. How do you use your land? I don't think we should do all that today because then people will say, Daddy Chris, you don't even read Bible. Because they think I don't read the Bible. They read the Bible more than me. They know God more than me. But that is a debate for another day. But let's just stick to the topic. Higher education in Nigeria. No, to make this thing very simple, I happened to go online, and Daddy Chris will always try to do things. I put things in perspective, and I want you to take a look at this with me. Between 2022 and 2023, 2022-2023, the UK higher education sector generated a total amount of 43.9 billion naira. Pounds. Sorry, pounds. Meaning, if you multiply this by 2, Nigerians, listen. UK universities. So now, if you multiply this by 2,000, this will be equal to 88 trillion naira. You guys are not listening. If we multiply what the UK education, higher education, I'm not talking of any other sector, generate in 1 year, the year 2022 to 2020, it has gone up. It has gone to 60 billion now. That was 2020. Now they're making more money because all your children are running down here to come and study. Clap for yourself. Nigeria, clap for yourself. But the bottom line is this. The UK generates more money. I don't understand this. Maybe that the place that is sick. Yeah, I think I have some help now because nobody wants to be with me this morning. I thought I was going to be left alone. Let me see where I can have Asaba. Get it together, Asaba. Let me add the people quickly because with two of you, I can do justice. Hello. We have a little bit of noise again. Asaba, get it, please. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I can see that you guys are still setting up. Yes, it's a very good morning to you guys. When I see the two of you, I know I am safe. Yes, today we are looking at higher education in Nigeria. Very important, and I want us to dissect it. Take a look at our education sector. Can you hear me, Nasaba?
Yes, we are clear.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, and I said, I know you went to the universities yourself, and I said, let us take a look at two universities. This is the University of Lagos, and this is the University of Nigeria. Like every other Nigerian university, it's always a village, not a campus. It's a village. If you come to the UK, the size where the universities are, especially the private one, you'll be laughing. You understand? Very small space. You can't compare the size of Nigerian, even poly, to a university. Where do they have that man? Come to London, you see the small space they call the university, the big university you hear of. University of Westminster. I'm going to try and take a picture of some of this university and send it down here. It's so small. Then we have a village. On the contrary, in Nigeria, guess what, my people? The UK universities, UK alone, only university generated. I copied this. I'm not the one that I don't copy this. What I normally do, I give the figures as it is online. Statistics are given to us that between 2022 and 2023, that only the education sector, we're talking of the UK higher education sector, UK higher education generated 43.9 billion naira. If you convert that to naira, that's equal to 88 trillion naira. How much was our budget, Nigeria? The budget for this year was that year. Our budget was not up to it was 27 trillion. Can you see the change? Meaning only the UK universities makes more money than the entire Nigeria. Only higher universities, higher education, they make more money than Nigeria. Now, you know why this is so shocking to me? Every year, day in, day out, as we go on strike. You know what? The universities in Nigeria are on strike for salary. Now, before I let you people come in, this is what I picked together for you. So that you can help me. I want Asaba to help me because I'm confused here. As I'm sitting down here, I'm confused. Now, you know them. I want to put the university at the academic staff union of universities. They are the people I'm going to talk to today. I'm going to talk to them a lot today because we will not get problem. We have an issue, people. But let before I come to you guys. Now let me take a statistics again. I pick online. In the UK, a lecturer, an average salary ranges from 35,000 to 50,000 pounds per annum. Now, if you divide this by 12, you know what I'm saying? Meaning, this is on the low level. They earn about 40,000. Where is the noise coming from? You have some noise in your studio anyway. As I tell them to correct that, there's a little bit of noise. And it's humming onto the place. All right. Okay. The good thing is, let me still continue because this I don't want to break this. This is what an average lecturer earns. Now, even if you divide this, for 50,000 divide by 12, meaning you earn about 3,000 or 4,000 pounds. Meaning an average lecturer in the UK, to be honest, earns 5,000, 4,000 pounds a month. And that is about 10 to 12 million, 8 to 12 million naira average salary a month. Now, I was trying to get, now look at the lecturer. A lecturer in Nigeria earns roughly between 150,000 and 500,000 naira. Is it not laughable? Now, look at what they earn. Now they go on strike. Now, I want us to look at this statistics. How come that the people with the bigger resources, the bigger land, that have everything, that have more population, in my book, they can make more money? How can they be broke? Whereas those with small space, who don't even have space to do anything, are booming. Only the education sector in the UK makes more money than the whole Nigeria. Why is this happening to us? And I want to leave this to Asaba. Lagos is turning out too. So, journalists, what do you have to say to me if you've been hearing what I mean? It's like this is a cry for help. You know what is so shameful? Every year, the academics, the ASU, they're always going on strike. And you know what they are fighting for? Oh, what government promised us they didn't pay? What government promised us they didn't pay? And you wonder yourself, why is this people going on strike? Are they in the same world? That because it is the same university that UK have, that Nigeria have. Actually, Nigeria have more space, more facilities, I must say, more trained personnel. But we don't make money. UK, that is small, very small, very small, tiny university, makes more money. I can tell you, you know when Adi University, where I did my degree, you know where it is? It's in a building. They share the building with other people. One building, you know, they share it. Adi University makes more money than Uniben. You know when I say a building, you know when I never come. When I come, I beg. When I'm saying now, hold me accountable. They share building. Universities in the UK. But they make more money than Uniben. Something is wrong with us. I mean, what I take will tell me. Because this one pass English. Who the year will make it take and explain to me how this can be happening to us. And that's my case. Because this is a crime. This is a crime. I'm angry at this point. Okay, we can't hear you. Listen, tell them to correct that sound. Anybody in Asaba studio, when the sound work, don't listen to speak to us. Yeah? Let Asaba speak, please. All right. I can't hear you, sir. Your sound is very. We need to hear the sound from Asaba. You're on mute. Yes. Please try and correct it, Asaba. Correct the sound. We need to hear this. I made a very strong case this morning, and I think it's a strong case. In fact, I will be taking the Nigerian universities to court. In fact, on behalf of Nigerians, I'm taking Nigerian universities to court. How come that you are paying your lecturer no one is 500,000? Eh? Okay, let me put it this way: 500,000 is 200 pounds. 200 pounds, for God's sake. 200 pounds. You know, a lecturer, you pay him 200 pounds. That is on a good one, though. If not, the normal salary is 150. So if you earn 300,000 naira as a lecturer, you are doing well. Why they not going to rely on our daughters? They get their own case, so, but that is what you pay them. I don't know whether you corrected the sound in Asaba. I want to hear from you guys because this is today. Now me and I fight. I come to this show to fight. I'm trying to get somebody from the university, and not just a university lecturer. I want the academic union to come and defend what they are doing in Nigerian universities. They need to come and defend themselves what they do in Nigerian universities. If the universities in the UK now makes more money than the whole nation, we should ask ourselves something is wrong with us. And I talk from point of authority because I think all my statistics are clear. It's not me that able bring them out. They are online. So that the Chris does not forge statistics on this show. I bring this, what is there to the front and we share it with you. Nigerian universities, UK universities generate 50 billion more actually they make now. That is at 2022. In 2025, in 2024, it was 50 something billion. How much is our budget to this year? When Tinubu carry go House of Assembly, when he carry like this, like say that's what he carry, how much was the budget? Are we not ashamed that the universities alone, only universities, I'm not talking of taxes, nothing else, they make more money than the whole nation. If they divide all we earn, only premiership they earn, only football, earning for the UK, only football. Something is wrong with us. And we call ourselves a nation. And when I say small time now, people will call me say that the Chris, you are trashing Nigeria. Who are we now? That a university cannot make a penny. But the ones here can actually feed Nigeria. Now, I don't know whether your sound is clear now. Do you know the irony of this is? And I'm not going to prove this. Every university in Nigeria, in UK today, they have office in Abuja and in Lagos. You know what they're doing? They're recruiting students in Nigeria. They have in India. It's not only Nigeria. They target the world. You know what? The system is a go and make your money. Nigerian university, when they come on my show, they tell me, oh, you know, the government is not taking care of us. Go, how can government take care of you? Where is the government going to steal the money to take care of you? How do you expect, how can a set of people always wait for government to do this, government to do this, and the government is the most irresponsible, but they call themselves responsible. They can only pass a state of emergency in River State. The education system, which cannot feed itself, there's no state of emergency. No, it's a responsible government. That is the thing we need to talk about today. I'm going to bring the government to, in fact, the shameful government to here, and I want to bring ASU, the Nigerian university, to this place. Mona, come tell us. Maybe that the Chris is too stupid. How come that you are now paying your people? You know how much you are paid? Lecturer, verse for me. You know how much you are paid? You are a slave. If somebody pay you this amount of money, you have no future. Because that money cannot do anything for you. How can you work and earn 500,000? That's why you are poor. And I have this money now. I don't know why. How can we be poor? You know, when they say Nigeria is blessed, Nigeria is blessed. People think we are speaking heaven. They think that is the oil that is in the land. They think it's the oil that is or what is the cassava that you can grow. No. One of the blessings of Nigeria is the Nigerian education. Look at, like I said, I came on air now and I shared this thing. Look at this. This is University of Nigeria Nsukka. Whoa, I'm proud of you guys. Look at this, University of Lagos. I just bring this to when I get to Uniben, we're going to talk. I asked a question. How come that only a university in UK can just take Nigerian university and begin to feed them? And they will not even know, like it's because they don't know their children. Are you not ashamed? I don't understand this. My father never taught me these things. My father said a man should go and make money to take care of his family. The UK, Nigerian university are like children. No father in the house. So you have the authority to call to government and say, government, you've not given me this money. You've not given me this money. What have you given to government? What? Wait. I've gone too far on that topic. Because nobody, my sound is not good yet. So you know that the kids can talk for all day. Vivian, are you even there? Because you know, can you hear me, Vivian? Oh, very good.
Yes.
So thank God that I need somebody can talk back to me because I'm We call this visual masturbation. When you talk to yourself alone, you are, you are masturbating usually. Anyway, what I was saying is, this is a call for Allah. Nigerian universities, they don't have money. They have the biggest land, they have the best lecturers, because the reason I know is those lecturers are not lecturing here. So you don't tell me you don't have lecturers. You have. A lecturer in Nigeria will come to UK, he will get a job and he do well. I can give statistics of how many Nigerian lecturers are in one of the universities I know there. Let me not name them. Now, so it's not the lack of human resources that we don't have. The land is better. The campus is it's a village. How come you people are not making money? When the ones in the UK that are in a mushroom, they are making more money than the entire Nigeria. That's the thing I don't understand. Did you hear what we got? We got. Don't say my place. They say
I heard you, sir, Dr. Chris. It's a sad situation, but funny enough, between in the last 18 months, I've not heard anything like ASP strike.
yes.
So
Because
I don't know what
that's what
level of
Tinubu is good. Tinubu
compromise.
is like Babangida. The Babangida Tinubu
So
will
I
know how to
don't
buy people over. You
I
understand?
don't know what level of compromise they've reached
You use the
between
language.
government and the
God will
lecturers.
bless you.
Yes.
The level of
So,
compromise. I like that.
but I think the state of our universities, um, the system, especially as it pertains to the welfare of lecturers. I think all of this all put together is part of the reasons why Nigeria is not able to earn revenue from the education sector. I'm talking about international students coming into Nigeria to study. We have a few coming in, but compared to those going out, the number is high and it's a wide gap. It will amaze you. We have Nigerian students in Benin Republic. We have Nigerian students in
Exactly.
Ghana,
Exactly.
and they are paying equally as high as they would have paid if they were to have gone to the UK or Canada or the US. So the question is, if Ghana can attract international students, I mean in their numbers, to the point that it impacts on the country's revenue, why can't Nigeria do the same? It's a question I've been asking, and I think it's something we all really need to look into. And like you've mentioned, there is need for universities to be able to generate, their own income. Not as though government should have nothing to do with them, but I know the angle you're coming from when the universities have multiple streams of income, perhaps, if that's the right word to use,
Yeah, that's the right
then
word to use. It's the right word.
the dependency on government, waiting for government, would not be as strong as it is today. Because what that
Vivian,
would
Vivian,
mean is,
Vivian, Vivian.
yes,
For me, eh, if I build that kind of campus as an investment, you spend money. Look at it. You spend money to build Unilag. Look at the place. After building the place, with all your money you've invested, every month somebody say, "Come and pay me salary." Would you be angry? Because that
it's a
Unilag,
it's a federal university.
yes, and because it's a federal university, so what? Oxford
The
University generates
government,
more money that and pay
the
tax to the
government has
UK.
its own
No,
responsibilities.
they don't need a
The
road. You see,
government
in terms
its
of
own
money, government can
responsibilities.
serve as a regulatory body. Government have no business funding education in the higher institution in Nigeria. They have no single business there. They
Dr.
can
Chris,
fund research. Eh, They can fund
I don't
research.
know I don't know what basis I don't know on what basis you are taking this position.
Yes.
If you can shed light on it, perhaps
Let me
I'm
explain it to
willing
you.
to
Yeah.
learn.
You know what? The only thing Tinubu government has ever done right was to introduce this student loan. I'm going to come to that. All right. That is the only thing. And I said to man, the man is he stayed in UK. No, he's watching. Now, do you know if the average student in Nigeria, how many students do you think we have in the UK? In Nigerian university, I don't take the statistics, but we're having about 20,000 students at a time. Now, if they pay school fees alone, that university is already too rich. Now, Edley, Vivian, come to me. How many you have private universities in Nigeria making money?
Yes, and they are doing well.
They are doing better than these ones. No, we are going too far now. If we go to UK, we are too far. Private universities, but in the outside university, still there, making more money than Uniben.
Right now, I think probably Covenant University is one of the top universities in the country.
Private.
Most of the private universities, yes, they are doing well. Why?
So
Because students prefer to go to private universities because you don't have break
no, they don't
in
have
the
more
session.
students than the federal universities. They
Yes,
don't have more. You see,
they
what we
don't have more
asking
students,
ourselves
but
is,
a lot of students are tilting in that direction now.
okay, but
A
you know,
lot of
instead of
students.
going to Cotonou, you better go there. I agree. But now the point is this: how come that those universities are making money and Uniben can't pay itself? Can't even pay salaries?
Well, one of the reasons why is because students are paying for tuition. They are
And they
paying
don't
for
pay tuition.
everything.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what the government will do. Thank God they've introduced student finance. In the UK, you want to go to university, they give you loan. You will not pay only when you start to earn a particular threshold. You know, when your salary is, when you finish, they will give you money to maintain yourself. When you graduate and you earn a particular amount of money, you begin to pay slowly back to the system. So no excuse why you're not going to the university. The system is there to feed you with the money to go. When you start to work, that's when you pay. If you don't have a job, nobody will ask you anything. That's the student finance. With that, the universities are well funded. Now, let me give you the shocking statistics. In the UK, what your children are paying, we as home students, my children pay £9,200 every year. UK students, if you are even a UK citizen, 9,000 is no joke. Now, if you are a foreign student, they pay close between 11 to 15,000 pounds. That's what your child you send to UK pays.
It has always been high.
Now, it is, if you want to have, this is what Tony Blair taught us. You know, no, it's not going to happen without nobody paying for it. Oh, Tony Blair, you understand? The man taught me politics. He said it's not going to happen without nobody paying for it. So, who is going to pay? We are going to pay. The child, you don't have money now, you're not working, fine. We will give you the money. When you start to work, you give back to the system. Is that not fair? Instead of crippling the system, we'll give you loan. You go and study. When you finish, you pay back. If you don't have a job, no problem. If you have a job that is not doing well, you won't pay. When you earn a particular amount of money, that's when you slowly start to pay. It's not going to even affect your life. That is what that makes Nigeria, many people to go back to uni in the UK today. It's not free. That if you are a British citizen, doesn't mean you get education free. It's not, higher education is not free. But the bottom line now is the UK university is now making more money and paying a lot of taxes to the government. Simple reform. Simple. You know what is confusing me? The universities here, their space, if you see their size, oh my God, some of them are mushroom. When I say mushroom, where they have as campus, it's a mushroom. But that's when you see a place like Unilag and this thing, I can just imagine how much, you know, they have more. If I own Uniben, maybe if you own Uniben, imagine if you now choose to say the whole land that is free there, I want to just begin to have a poultry farm. I want to have water. Like I was saying, bakery. Uniben will be making so much money. You think you're
They
gonna
are
come there
doing
and
all
begin
of
to
that.
ask government money? What am I doing with the land that you
You'll
have there?
be you'll be amazed, Dr. Chris. They are doing all of that.
And where's the money?
Uniben is doing that.
So where's the money?
They're doing
Where
that.
is the
I've seen
money?
Uniben water. I've seen Uniben honey,
Okay,
pure
Uniben
honey.
bread, Uniben farm.
Yeah,
You understand? And they have the
they're
chance to
doing all
organize
of that.
seminars, workshops, different training, compete, and even compete with the rest of the world. So there is no reason why Uniben will be broke. No reason for you for government to pay Uniben lecturer. For what? Why are they paying them? Where's government paying them? All they do is hammer our girls, force the boys to pay, or they will not pass. That's the lecturers. They are the cheapest set of human beings in Nigeria today. The cheapest. How can they do that? How can they do that? If you got any woman that got any girl that go to United University, if they tell you the experience, you will cry.
Dr. Chris,
Ma,
Dr. Chris,
yes, ma'am.
there is a phrase in Nigeria. Calm down.
All right. I'm coming down. So,
It's
but I
as
thought
though
this
you woke up from a nightmare featuring Nigerian lecturers. Calm
okay,
down.
you know why? Tell me why what they're doing to our daughters. If a guy tell you what they go through in the hands of lecturers in Nigerian university, if they tell you what they go through, no, you can't try it in the UK. If a guy even tell you they like you as a lecturer, you go they run. Because the sexual harassment case, you know go come out inside. Not be Nigeria one that they feel they press Natasha down. If I like girl for campus, I don't fear not let me say hello. I can't even talk if I see a girl on the street, I know hello to her, I go to fear. Because if there's sexual harassment na me and our case, I don't know why I feel pass up. Do you understand? But yet, look at what is happening in our campuses. This is not a time to be nice to anybody. I feel sorry for them that they are not well paid. And it's their fault. When you go into a system, you cannot blame the Nigerian government for not paying you. If now you build that campus, you can't ask you for money again. You know what verse? That's the kind of thing we do to ourselves as a people. And we think the government have all the money. And unfortunately, we have the responsible government. They don't have money. The government is irresponsible. They are responsible when it comes to throwing emergency in thank God I'm far away. Anybody, anything they do to me, I'm far away, so I don't mind. I'm far away from you guys. You know, what a shame. What a shame. You know, people, what I'm doing here, you may not like it, but when they will come, Nigeria will remember what I'm saying. We will not pay our way out of this poverty. There's no magic to get out of this poverty. We only get out of it if we deal with our realities. And our reality is very clear. We need to restructure every sector of the Nigerian economy. Today, I am looking at education, higher education. And why I'm confused, people, is I came here the other day and I told you how much the agri sector is making in Holland. Today, I'm telling you how much the education, higher education is making in the UK. In all of these things we talked about, we have more potential. The potential is more with us to make more money. If UK university would be making 50 billion pounds, we should be making 200 billion pounds. We have the whole of Africa in our palm. Africa is there for you to attract all the best students in the world. They would love to come to Nigeria to study. Africa, let's say, in fact, you'll be surprised that most of us in the UK will be sending our children home to come and study. Because we want them to have a feel of the home. I'm looking at my son, I say every day, if I get one girl, give her for Nigeria now, I'll be happy because the boy will be home. If you marry one man from Spain, one woman from Spain, don't go. So we are all thinking along that line. We want to bring our children home. How come that you cannot make money in Nigerian university? You see, sometimes when they say it, we get emotional. It's just when we talk about the churches, we get emotional about it. But until we face this hard truth, That we are the one robbing ourselves. Nobody is robbing us. Nobody stopped Nigeria from making money. Nobody stopped Nigerian universities from making money. Nobody. Because see, if I can imagine if Middlesex University have enough land to farm, you know the kind of food they will generate, the kind of things they will do there. If they have the place, I don't know. The only place they have is the university, the teaching hospital. That's where they're making, because the government is taking care of it. The healthcare government take care of it. If you know, so the only way they make money is from the foreign students and local students. Not only foreign, even if you are local, you pay. Otherwise, where will the UK government going to have money to fund on the universities? Where? You see, Tony Blair, children went on strike. They went on the street to fight the man that they don't want to pay students school fees. No student is. He said it will not be reversed. That is leadership. Leadership. Because you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for them. Sometimes when I told my kids, I said, I have to protect you against yourself. When you protect your child against yourself, it's like we have a 14-year-old girl. She want to go out. No. I hate my father's syndrome. That moment, now the papa and the hate pass. Because say, Papa go ask you, where you going? Mama go to dodge with you. We can go through that time. One of the little one waka. So that is life. We have to protect our children against themselves. The Nigerian student that will look at me, I'm not ready to owe. If you're not ready to owe, see, I'm doing it in your favor because you might be the one to graduate tomorrow and lecture. When the university is making more money, they pay the lecturers more money. You are free when you're in school. And when you get more money, you can have a place to work. So you could be the next lecturer, earning the money. So when I say pay Nigerian university well, it's not me, it's paying us well. Not the man there now, because that man is going to go. Another person will take over. So it's about the system working for us. Right now, it's not. Tinubu cannot defend the responsible government is talking about how he's spending our end money, oil money, to pay lecturers. Oil money. Foolishness of the highest order. How can you spend oil money to pay lecturers? When UK here can make more money to pay you. I don't know what's going on with your system today. It's going up, blah, 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 blah. Well, you need to check that when the show is over. What it is important today is that the crisis is upset. Every time you hear ASU is going on strike, ASU is people I wanted to actually bring to the table. ASU, you went on training. After training, there's something they taught us in art. Those of us that study art, they teach us art and business. When you do art to showcase yourself, there's different for showcase, and there's something called show business. Let me use one word. There's when you say I am in show, are you showcasing? Are you in showcase or you are in show business? If you're not in show business, you go away. I have a lot of friends who started this business with me. When we started to make movies, they want to make movies. When you ask them, they say, no, I just like to make movies. Movie is my passion. I say, well, if movie is your passion, tomorrow you will not be here. Who's going to pay your bills? You should be making movie and making money. Nollywood is surviving today because they are making money. That's an example of an industry that survived. The music industry is working today because they're making money. The fashion industry is working today because they're making money. Every sector, the agri sector is not making money. Look at education now. If you look at it, it's clear that the UK university makes more money than Nigeria, than the whole Nigeria. Only university in the UK. If they divide their money by 3, that is the budget we have. What they make, now we're gonna look for that. We're gonna look for that person when they worry us. In my place, when you don't smoke cigar, when cough they worry you say na your grandma cause am. Nigeria will always look for the focus of their problem. The problem is clear in your arms. It's there. Instead of going to church to disturb God, how are you going to help our lecturers
Well, Dr. Chris, if I may come in briefly, what would you proffer as a way out going forward?
Oh my God. See, that's the thing, my sister. God will bless you. One, Nigerian universities should be charging decent amount of school fees. All right? Every student in Nigeria entitled to student loan, which the Tinubu government has done. With that money, you pay your school fees. It will not be less than 5,000 pounds, 5,000 naira. No, 5,000 naira. I mean, 50 to it could be 200,000, but 10 or 300, 500, 500,000. The government is there to loan you the money. The university will itself be able to fund these activities, and Nigerian universities, they should have a fund. They have other stream of income because they are wasting our land. Go to Abraka. You know what?
Before you go further, Dr. Chris, on the question of school fees, students are paying school
No,
fees,
not that much.
although
They're not paying
it's
enough. Let me tell this.
a token.
Yes, the token is not enough.
If it is raised, so are you suggesting that school fees in tertiary institutions should be raised to 200
Minimum
pounds?
500,000.
That's 500,000
Minimum
naira.
500,000. It should be minimum of 500,000.
That means some people will not
No,
be
no,
able
no.
to
The
go
government
to
will
school.
give you your loan. Go
Is that
and
the
collect
kind of
loan.
society we want to have?
No, I'm saying go and take your loan.
Okay.
Take a loan, pay your school.
All right. So government should give students loan.
Yes.
Universities should charge. Students should pay tuition
That's
fees,
it.
school fees
Yes.
on the higher side.
If
You're
they
suggesting
pay
say
1
like a
million, it's not
million
even a problem.
naira.
If you give me chance, they'll pay 1 million. A time. Government will give you that loan. You don't pay back if you don't have money. You don't pay back. In fact, we will give you.
Well,
we will
this
give you after that
this
money. After your school
suggestion
fees,
sounds.
I'll give you another 500,000 to feed yourself. You understand? So you go to school ready, and the lecturer will be there to do their jobs. The system will grow. We will produce quality human beings who will go and grow the economy. The way they are going now, they are getting somebody is hungry. There's an echo coming from you, madam. Yeah, I can hear myself from. Yeah, I don't.
I think it's a network because it was threatening to rain
Okay, and that many could not even sign it.
earlier on. Yes.
I don't see us about struggling. Yes, and Lagos managed because it's Lagos. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, I'm happy you asked that question. So that is how it is working here. You know, here, like I said, the average student here, the Nigerian, I just mute you. I'll let you speak. The student here, we pay home student 9,000 pounds. There's nothing. It's not out of place if you pay 1 million naira as.
I wish we have a student in the house. I wish we have a student with us
Yes,
right now.
it will be nice. What we'll do tomorrow, I want to continue this topic. I want to bring the students in. I want to bring the lecturers in. Let them come and defend themselves. You understand? Because on the long run, it's better for the student. Today, I'm a student. Tomorrow, I'm a lecturer. Is it not the same people that become lecturers? So if the lecturers are not well paid, they don't depend on your money. If a decent, a well-paid lecturer will not be waiting for all this handout money, rubbish you see now. And if they see our guys, they're not putting their life. You know, that is the system. They cannot try it in private universities. What they're doing in federal universities, this lecturer will not try it in private universities. They will be fired. They can only do it in federal universities. And this is the abuse of the system we're talking about. I cry every day here. I begin to think, how come a private university, so when I talk about it, we are going far. How come a private university is making money? Even Kotonu is making and Nigerian university, which have all the best land. Nigerian university should be richer than Kotonu. University should be richer than Kotonu. But Kotonu is making money. It's attracting students. Yesterday, the doctor said, the guy, the expert, the appeal. Appeal. You know, let me tell you this. I'm not going to tell you how good Nigeria was. I attended organic. I left 1983. When I was, let me just say, when I was in school, in secondary school, my mathematics and additional mathematics teacher was Mr. Changerham. He taught us additional mathematics. He was an Indian man. The guy that taught us chemistry, Joseph John, was from Pakistan. All right? I'm talking in my village, oh. My village. That's the kind of way Nigerian education can attract foreign teachers, foreign brain into the system. When you begin to pay people well, lecturers from India, lecturers from the UK, we begin to come to Nigeria to come and lecture. Everybody wants to make money. They don't care where. If India people shoot their head into my village there, I think you guys need to hear this. My people, Indians were teaching in my village. Pakistani were teaching there. English people were teaching there. In fact, there's this guy that came from America with his wife. The wife was our headmaster, Miss Ofotoku, and she knows what I'm talking about. The school was decent enough for her to work. The salary was okay. She came from the US. And she was okay to teach as a vice principal in my school. Go to Ogariki Grammar School today. And sometimes I ask them, but this is the same school you attended. And you see it as rotten to where it is. And you think it's not your duty to do something about this. I'm not asking you to use your money. A reform, if we don't reform, we will die. If we pretend, we will die. We are dead already. So I need to have experts on this show tomorrow. I'm not going to change this topic tomorrow. The topic remains the same. I want us to sit face to face. Look at me and I look at you. And I ask you the simple question. Where is the Nigerian higher education? If you got to go far, are you not even ashamed? The same thing we talked about yesterday, that Nigerians are taking abroad on tourism. The expert defended it, that is, that is no appeal. All that you heard that yesterday. Today, I'm not talking about the education sector. Which excuse do you have, Mr. Governor? Tinubu, where are your kids? No, don't leave Tinubu. Wike, I know say your son here. Even the other one that is not crying now. I saw this man. He was trying to because the system is not favoring him. He's talking trash. What is his name? Amechi, your kids they here, they London. What did they do here? Are there no universities in Rivers State? Are there no universities in Nigeria? You see, when I begin to talk, the tide is the tide is going to change. When I see what is happening in Burkina Faso, I am sincerely praying that one of the Kaki boys take over Nigeria. I am praying. Because no responsible government, like Tinubu said, will see this and keep quiet. If I have a chance, I will do it. Trust me. Because the system is abused. And I'm saying this from the point that I know what I'm saying. How come that your president will not treat himself in Nigeria, will come to here or go to India, therefore kill and they say. That year might come back. Declare state of emergency. Tinubu declare state of emergency for the oil area. They get time to deal with Natasha. Look at a very simple issue here. Our education system. And even those of the Natasha, sometimes I ask the question, what do I do for them? You are in that Senate. This Ned, when they say you do like this, Ned, you did that Senate. This is not your concern. Now you want to drag school to your village, that is your concern. How to fight the body, how to change political party. Sometimes I wonder what kind of level, who are you people really? Are you people sincere with yourself? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Maybe I'm blind. Because I cannot be seen better than everybody. So I have a problem. So maybe I don't belong to this world. And I can live with that. Because as long as I live, I see nothing good in this system. How come that you go to the Senate, you people cannot see this. You go to the House of Rep, you don't see this. That the Nigerian education needs a serious overhaul. When they say overhaul something, we need to pound and watch, swallow and cheat and come out. Okay. No, most of you think you are punishing me. At the end, you are punishing yourself. The students, you are not going to a good school. The small money when you want to take care of yourself, you may think of how you won't gather and come abroad. Papa, Mama, when you watch me today, the money that your child would have gone to uni in Nigeria decently and you'll be with the child, you don't take and send her abroad. You don't even know whether you go there alive. You go there alive whether boy will come back or the girl will come back. Maybe you don't die. Most of us will not be there when our parents die. Johnny Fowl. So, is that what you want? There's that cultural breakdown when you send a child abroad for study. And I'm not going to defend that today. I'm not going to even debate that. All right. You see, I hear. What I want to say is this. They tell me that we should cut the show down to 1 hour. I like that. We'll come to that. But what I want to say this is this, my people. There's so much issue to do with Nigeria that it's not even the question of time. I will continue to, you see, as long as I believe in what I do, I will continue to do it until it sinks. I stand to be corrected, my people. How on earth can a system encourage no payment of school fees compared to the one? Whereas where they pay school fees, look at the progress. In private universities, they graduate on time, lecturers are more disciplined, students are happier, society for academic learning, they are graduating better students. How much do you pay in Coconut University? Now talk to me. How much is it? Not that I agree with that man, but how much is it? But the bottom line is because they pay decent school fees, everybody is on check. And I'm saying, you don't need to, my children, you don't need to pay this money. It's an investment in you. But you must invest back in Nigeria. If Nigeria will give you this money now to go and study, if you graduate, there's nothing wrong. As you begin to work, small taking back so that your children can go to the same school. Or the money will be given back to your children. In fact, the money you are giving back is what they will give to the coming student to go and study. How could you be that selfish? You want to collect and you don't want to give to the system? Because if I collect money today and I pay my school fees, what the good thing is that this same money is what, when I begin to work, I pay the government small money, not a lot, because government is big. The one they gather, they will not add and give to upcoming students. They will not go and study. They don't charge interest. No interest on the money. But I think there should be interest on the money. Sorry, guys. I think there should be interest. So they can survive inflation. So the system can run itself. If we do that, our education system will be stabilized. And the Nigerian university will be making more money. The bottom line of it is we will attract foreign students and we will attract foreign lecturers. Foreign brain will be added to what we have. Like I said, I went to a secondary school in my own village. My teachers were from 1, Pakistan, India, America. I know in Kano there, the first set of schools, all the lecturers were foreigners. In the same Nigeria we are now. So something is wrong with us. That we need to turn the tide. We need to be sincere with ourselves, my people. We need to face the reality. It's not working. With the beautiful thing you see in University of Benin, in Lagos State, at the Maho today, it's a fallacy. This is a joke. 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 And like I said, I'm gonna try and say this before I go on a quick break. When I come back, I'm not going to do any other thing because the system is not helping today. But I'm going to say one thing. If we don't do this, like the young guy said, you people deceive yourself. Nigerians are the most. Do you pretend so much? If you like, let us address it together. I'm going to address security within the week, the issue of Nigerian security. And I'm going to address it from the labor point of view. You see, when I address this issue, I address it from the labor point of view. And I won't address issue of security other than policing. That is coming. One show, police, police, police. And I'm going to ask you people, what do you even understand by the word police? We're going to do that on this show. And you're going to tell me how I'm going to propose a solution to the Nigerian police. The question is, does the Tinubu even look at the structure of the Nigerian state? Don't they have advisors? Who on earth will be advising the president to continue to pay? So President Tinubu, if you are bold enough to take oil, to take subsidy away, which is something I commend, why are you not bold enough to take universities, school to pay good decent money and tell them to give you your money? They should pay their tax. University to pay their taxes. If they don't do this, do you know how much Nigerian UK university generate? Now pay it to the government. Because they're making more money, they pay the money to the government. You see this how it is. Government give the student loan, they pay the university now make money and pay tax. Who is stupid? At the end, the system is working. The money is just going around. The money is going around. You give to the student give to university pay lecturers, they pay taxes, the money come back to you, you give it back. The money go around. There's no loss. It's a win-win for every one of us. But by the time you want to live on this stupidity, failure is a self-fulfilling prophecy. There's no amount of church you go, no mosque you go to pray that's going to change it. Failure remains a self-fulfilling prophecy. I now watch this young boy in Burkina Faso, and I'm sorry that I have to keep referring to him. Maybe we need a change. If like this, I watched this movie, Menace to Society. He said, "You see, I'm no Muslim, but if Allah makes me a better man, then I'm on. I'm speaking in parable here. I'm not a fan of the military bodies, but if they will give us a better government, then I'm on for it. Because what you're doing now, you civilians, you are actually tyrant. You see, the tyranny which we see with Wike, what we see in the Nigerian Senate, in the name of law. Do you know the law can be abused? Sometimes, I don't know whether you study law at all, that the same law, the same rule of law can still be used against you. So law cannot always bring justice. Because you're using the instrument of the law to oppress somebody because the law says so. That's why in the UK there's something called equity. They don't follow the law. They now ask yourself, is this equitable? It's a different thing. Do you people understand equity? Rather than saying this is what the law says. The law does not go like that. It's equity. Equity. I want to use the word, and it's a word called equity. I'm not going to go into all that today. Maybe when I have a guest who are going to delve into the legal profession, we're going to do all that to understand how the rule of law can be a problem if there's no equity. It was not me that introduced equity. It's the same UK that introduced it. Because, hey, you go to church and you don't want to talk about equity. You go to the mosque and you don't know equity. What is happening in the Senate now? If you say law alone, where is equity? Equity is simple. So meaning, when a court add the two together, our judges know what I'm saying. You go to an aspect of the Nigerian Constitution. Do you understand equity? Did you apply those principles of equity? Because they are not written down in Jesus' name. Well, I'm going to go on a quick break. When I come back, and today is a day that you go left me alone. So I'm going to go on a quick break. I'm going to show you something we're trying to do in the UK. When I come back, I'm going to use my mouth to preach it. Preach. You know, I said to Nigerian government, Tinubu, if you cannot be a preacher, you cannot be a president. You don't rule us with what you think. You don't rule us with blow. You rule us with words of mouth. You need to communicate. You need to sell it. Just the way the Nigerian pastors are doing. Have you seen the pastors these days? When I open my phone now, is the hardware the pastors are punching it. They do the punchline. They have the punchline punch. They punch it. They punch it. They punch it. And those are the things that are trending. Where's your own, President? You don't have one single punchline in 2 years in office. And this is what the president said. That is what is trending. Only the negative one. May God save us. We're a terrible president, like the daughter said. Let's go on and pray.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. Nigeria Week London 2025 is coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
Welcome back. Welcome back, my people. You know, I'm sitting down here on this break and I'm asking myself, you got to have some conviction to do what I do. And the only reason why I could do what I do is I believe in what I'm saying. Now, it might not, what I believe is not going to be the best. It might not be what you agree with, but I've just been able to express myself. I always say to people, if you pay, you go and set up your own TV station and begin to express yourself. This is my own, I can say what I think, which is bad because I don't abuse people unnecessarily. I understand the ethic of the profession, and like I always say, you cannot be telling someone of committing a crime. You can't be talking of illegal unless you can prove that the man is lying. If the man says something that is true, he has never done anything against you. If the man says you are an adulterous man, and you are truly committing adultery, and he can prove you commit adultery, you never say anything bad. We'll come to that another day. Well, what I want to do is let me do some 1 or 2 minutes to talk about the Nigerian Week London 2023. And I kind of like some of the things happening in Nigerian papers as well. Maybe I will use the opportunity to share that with you. But you know the funniest thing, Nigeria, we have a problem in our hand. I want to end the show on this light note. We have a problem. And if I were to be Senate President, this man, one musician in my place said, his name is Johnson Aja. He said, other failure must what if you went to them? Let me repeat that. Other failure you must what if you went to them? What he's saying is that you, rich man, take care so that you enjoy your riches till death. Till the end, till tomorrow. That's what it means. That's what I told them. And you happen to become the president of the Nigerian Senate. You are number 1, number 3 citizen in the country. Big officer comes with responsibility. What is going on now? Is this what you want? Is this what you want to be remembered for? You know, you can do everything now. People can be praising you. But I don't think you are wise. Because if I were to be you, I'll be thinking of how to end this matter as soon as possible. Because this woman has nothing to lose. I want to say that she has little to lose. What else are you going to do to her? Like they said now, you see, there's something wrong with you people in Abuja. You went to Madam Saka. You're still looking for a way to put him in prison. Or looking for all the things now to justify what you have done. Now you've sacked this woman, you sent the woman away. Now you are looking for a reason to justify what you have done. Do you need all this? Wicked, is this what you want? Now you're looking for how to justify. Now you are in trouble. You are the one on the defense. Tinubu, how could you be doing things and be going into defense? If you are sure of what you did, you don't begin to say what you did is right. Defend it. Talk, not to come once and say, oh, do you think that few seconds you talk convince Nigerians on why you should fire a sitting governor? When we know that Wike is with you. How much have you come to talk to us again? You now begin to deceive yourself, bringing the HOS, all the stupid people you can buy over to come and talk. Does it justify what you're doing? Now, Pabi, what you're doing with this woman, is it going to take this matter off the table? Is this what you want? No, I'm your brother. I'm saying I'm a man. Because if I deal with Natasha, maybe I will see like her. I will try. No, if you give me, I will take. So I don't see you as the only adulterous man in Nigeria. We all commit adultery. We all. I kind of feel sorry for you. But is this how you want to treat the matter? My people say when you get sore for there, the assistant they take the treat am. So when you get for because my style na dey take the treat. If you do anyhow, you go see what you do. Be careful. Because this woman is ready to drag you. And I'm sorry, she go drag you reach where it is. Now, this is her homecoming. You know, I don't know if I've been senator. No, let me bring it.
I was not notified beforehand. I was not given a chance to ask, why are you changing my seat? Why can't you move somebody else there? Why me? The staff, Senator, you're not sitting here anymore. Your seat is by the corner, near where the workers are sitting down. A corner where the cameras will not get to you. In summary, moving my seat from where I sat before was a way of taking away my visibility. And I said no. I will not move to that corner. It is good to be here. You know where he may come out there. It is good to be home. And nobody and nothing at all.
Nobody.
Nobody did say. Any son on there, and any other, any come make it.
In my place, they will say Wado. That is
Yeah.
You see, when this is what you see. My people.
Dr. Chris, the network is very, very unstable and you are breaking consistently.
I don't think I am breaking. You guys are breaking. I am live. I am live. So it's your network, and I can understand that today. So I will run the show as it is. Well, what is interesting is Nigerians will never learn. And Nigerian government, this very government will never learn until they got it the wrong way. You know, I always say to people, if you cannot take care now, when you are a senior president, you cannot be careful. You are a president, you are not mindful of what you do. Do you know how powerful you are? What I will do and get away with it, you will not get away with it. Because you are the president. I am not. You are the senior president. I am not. It comes with responsibilities. That office where you sit down, when everybody run follow you. If I know that you deserve that big number of cars, I don't agree. But do you need all that shit now? Senator Natasha she's going to cry. As a woman, she's going to get all the support she needs. Don't allow us to come in, because I will bring all the NGOs in the world to support this woman. I am slow because I don't want this image to be flying more. Because everybody keeping dirty thing for inside. You know what I say to people every day? Before I come on the show this morning, I have to make sure I dress, I cover myself. When did I not come here naked? Everybody, before you left the house this morning, what did you do? You cover yourself. So we should not be the one nakeding ourselves outside, going outside naked. It's not wise. Let us be clever on the kind of things we expose. Even as much as I talk to us, when I talk on this platform, I talk to Nigerians on how we can grow our economy. Anybody that watch my show is how the Nigerian economy will be better. That is my concern. I don't even care about your politics. The politics of economy is what I preach, because that is the foundation of mankind. The thing, the issue, the problem, the whole structure we are talking about is built on how we can make money. When I talk about the agri sector, I talk about how the agri can make money. When I talk about the health sector, how we can be independent. When I talk about education this morning, it's about food on the table for the lecturers and for us, and grow a better system. Because I just told you, in primary school, in secondary school, I have foreign teachers. Meaning Nigerians can attract foreign teachers into our home, into our universities. And when you do that, you are attracting foreign brain and foreign listening. The way we talk of brain drain, that was how we were getting brain gain then. In fact, today, you don't even need to get other foreigners. Nigerians abroad are the ones you even need to attract home to come and boost our education sector. We have the talent now. What's stopping you? Obasanjo, I could remember you. I follow what Obasanjo just said. Obasanjo said, he said to us in diaspora, we don't need your money. Nigeria don't need your money. What we need is your contact and your contribution. That's why most of us we owe Nigeria our contact to bring it home and our contribution. I talk here from point of authority. And here one day, I was saying about my personal experience. How much Nigeria, even Edo State can make. Edo, from wood. There's a wood I was selling in Antwerp, Belgium. Yellow apple. I've lived through it. I am not saying because somebody said so. I was selling wood. Made in Benin. I saw it in Ogbebo Sawmill. Those areas. That's where I used to saw my wood. I put it in one container. Come and sell it for $25,000. Easy. It's still there. Nobody stop you. It's going to be more now. I was selling through agents. So that wood here, 1 cubic meter was about 2,000 something. 2,500 for 1 cubic meter of the wood. That's what they used to do their window frame. It's still there. How many of us are doing it? Edo State is going to bed hungry. Now don't carry Kwebelo. The only thing when they do now, I dey watch out. This is our new governor now. I never see one guy. Now let me talk. We have a problem. Until the Nigerian economy is raised in every sector, you guys have issues with me. But today, I am talking of a very simple set of it. And that's why the decrees actually do everything. I don't just talk, I propose solutions. That's why when I come to my show, Nigerian Week, I do everything I can to raise the profile of the Nigerian products and services. In the little place I can, I call London the capital of the world, because here you meet every kind of people. I was only, I'm not going to die here, but the ones I here, I'll do my best to raise the ones I can. Everybody will have a time to do its own and it will go. That's how God created the world now. But I don't think God, like I said before, I don't think God asked us to die, but we are dying. So what? Anyway, what I want to say is that if you watch me carefully, there are things I don't want to open outside. And there's some wound, there's some nakedness that I keep inside, because I know I dress myself before I come out. So I also cover Nigeria to some extent. But in terms of our economy, I cannot be covering you, because you are actually disgracing yourself. If you ask me to cover you and you're coming here for treatment, you're running abroad to India for treatment, how am I going to cover you? You didn't cover yourself. So let's discuss ourselves. If I talk about the education system today, that you people are foolish, it is true, because why can you be sending your child abroad? The governor of all the governors in Nigeria looking at me today, the children they abroad here they study. Are you not ashamed? What excuse for that? You have university in your state, oh, but what do you hear me? Oh, you hear me? If I that fine boy, Name them. All of you. Your children are abroad studying. What do you do at our university? Can you see how stupid you are? I'm not the one that exposed you. You expose yourself. And I can imagine a very cocky boy beating all of you up for this. You think you've done nothing wrong. For even taking Nigerian money. Sometimes when they start say the money I earn, who earned it? Is it your money? You're spending Naira. Naira belongs to Nigeria. Whether it's in your hand or not, Naira, the face on it is not your face. It's a property of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You will tell us, and we will tell you when to spend it and how to spend it. As a people, it's not your own. It's in your care. Don't go to the Naira with you. It's in your care. That Naira belongs to Nigeria. It belongs to us. We have the right to say, don't do it this way. Do it this way. For the collective progress of everyone. I know it's a big word, I said. I don't care. Because that's who I am. I'm stupid. Anyway, so what I do sometimes, and I really pray that the time will come that we will all come to realize that we are the cause of our If, like a young lady asked me today, what is my solution? What am I proposing? Nigerian university, our children will pay school fees. Rather than paying 11 million, 11,000 pounds, you know how much it is? It's equal to 22 million naira. That's 11,000 pounds. That's what you pay as school fees. If I say, okay, let's pay 1 million as school fees in Nigeria. Imagine Nigerian students paying 1 million as school fees. Unibe, how much will you guys be gathering? Will your lecturer go and begin to ask for handouts? They will come to class decent, well dressed, with a decent life. The job will be hard to get even. When you get it, you will behave. Because if you misbehave, you're going to lose the job. You hear say you look one girl, yes, your own don't finish. You ask for handout, you are gone. People will behave. The job is a decent one. Now they don't care. You pay him 500,000. You give him a reason, a weapon to go and rape our daughters, a weapon to go and ask to rape the students in school. This is the only authority he has. The same way the policeman uses the authority, that's when the man is using the authority he has to rape people. At the end, we're all raping one another. Quote me. The same way the policeman will stop to collect bribe from you. It's the same way the lecturer is collecting his own. Every sector. Have you been to any Nigerian sector? Because the funniest thing is, there's no way you go that you will not pay budget. Because any small authority you have, you now use it. But my brothers and sisters, I'm saying that if these authorities, if this power we are using can be taken away from us, if we can just make this thing, what did the guy say yesterday? I never forgot the word of that guy yesterday. If the appeal is there, the job should be appealing, the system should be appealing, everything will then work. Do we really have a reason? Do we have a good excuse that to say that we don't have the good universities? As far as I know, our universities are villages. And they have all it takes. And quote me, all it takes. Now, someone's going to say there's no AC. How can there be AC when there's no money? How can government come and buy AC if the university is making money? Would they buy ACs? Would they have a better classroom? Is it not the job of the university to equip the place? Who is feeding? Who is equipping the private universities? Who? Let's pay 1 million naira school fees. When we do that, I'm not saying children that I know you don't have that money. Government will give you a loan. Every year, a Nigerian student will get 5 million. 1 million towards the school fees, 4 million for their upkeep, or 2 million towards their school fees, 3 million for their upkeep. They don't pay anything. Over the 5 years, it's only 25 million per student to build a life. And when he graduates, he's going to start to pay us back. And that money is what we're going to use to give to others who will come. It's a win-win for everyone. And children, you might end up being the lecturer. Your lecturer now will not be any how much? Minimum of 5 million, 10 million a month. Which is okay. So it's a decent job. Right now they are slaves. And that's why they are abusing us. So we need to look at the whole system. Why I blame the lecturers? Why I blame them? For being unproductive, they are really being abused. You can't pay somebody that amount of money and you don't expect the person to misbehave. So, and that is what happened in every sector of the Nigerian economy. all I can say is when it comes to this like this, all I can say it's a Urubawado. Yes, I can see that it's raining everywhere. Nigeria today is raining, and things are like this. Sometimes if it rains in UK too, I'm actually not using my fiber at the moment, so I'm using just an ordinary mobile phone. That's why it does shake sometimes here too. What is important in my lecture today? I call it a lecture. I don't know where they call me Dr. Chris from. My name is Daddy Chris. Daddy Chris' message to Nigeria is always simple. We have a unique education system. Our universities will not only make money from school fees. So that is 1 million coming into the university at 20,000. Let me say we have 20,000 students because we have chance to employ to admit such. 20,000 times 1 million. How many is that? Calculator, my brother. Per year. That's how much the university will earn. I'm sure they are not so stupid to ask the Nigerian government money. So Nigerian government, rather than use this money to pay them, give the money as loan to the student. Let them pay. And the university will now pay you tax. Oh, wait. Look at it. You give the money to the student who pay their school fees. Lecturer will be well paid. From the money of lecturer, you pay their tax. From the money university earn, they pay your tax. Win. The money again go back to students. That is one way university will make money. Number two, because of the vast land, I'll go back to that picture again. Because of the vast land the Nigerian university have, it is a sin that they are not producing anything. Let me repeat again. It is a sin, Usuka, that you are not producing anything. There's no made in Usuka. In fact, associated with the UNN brand, you are a disgrace. You are a disgrace. So there should be brand. There should be UI water, UI this, UI food, UI gari, UI rice. It should happen. UI poultry, UI chicken. Then you producing and you are selling and making money, which is an integral part of the university. No, let me put it this way. The same way. Let me ask Nigerians. The same way we now have the teaching hospital. The same way, I say I was in uni. I'm going to say this now. I'm going to say this. Nigerians, I was asking myself, how come that a university don't even have a mechanic village? Because one of the major challenges we have is fixing our cars. Because Nigerians, we don't have a transport system, so we all have a car. The cars we don't have, we only go to roadside mechanic to fix the car. The roadside mechanic, not that they are not good, they don't have the facilities to fix your car. They don't. They go now, hey, the universities, the engineering students are there to actually have to be able to acquire the right equipment and begin to fix cars. Imagine how much they will be earning. I'm talking of Nigerian university, how much Uniben will be earning from car fixing alone. I'm not talking of car wash, car fixing, because all the space you have, there's a place where you just create a place where you just wash cars. I'm sure that university will be making millions a day. Now, let me talk. When it comes to making money as a university, it's too easy. In fact, when I begin to think of it, I just begin to get excited. Let me talk of law students, because I love law. I was in LASU, and I had this set of beautiful girls of lawyers. I never knew I would go to study law there. And these guys were all good. And I said to myself then, at your level, you can actually begin to treat some cases, write contracts, do certain things. Do you know there's no provision, there's no place in that department of law that is monetized? So they are all academic. Okay, I've never seen this kind of thing before. Maybe they teach us something. Must we do what they say? Because you're going to ask me now, is that what? Must we do what the people say? Can't we be better than them? If they don't know how to monetize their own, can't we form our university to have legal department that offer legal services? Today, that the Chris opened a company called Legal Supporters. Why did I open it? Because a lot of people are dying in Nigerian prison. Most of them, their case will never be treated. I set up the company to help. It's a foundation. That's my legacy. To help treat cases of those who cannot afford, who are denied access to justice. That's what I just set up, called Legal Supporters. It's running in the UK and in Nigeria currently. Now, I am asking myself, who can do this better than the Nigerian university and actually make money? You know what? They have a lot of, you know what? When your student graduates, in the course of youth service, they will come and serve there. They will be, oh God, we will have so much to do. Nigerian university, you cannot do this. Do you know what is so funny? Because the Nigerian universities are turning out students, they just turn them out and throw them away. It doesn't occur to them that, okay, when the students are now graduated, even if we need to exchange people, if during the youth service, some can still come back to the university and serve. But has the Nigerian university created jobs? Have they created farm? Have they created legal department? Have they created agri department? Have they created mechanical engineering department? Do we even go into pharmaceuticals? So we can't even make, so there's nothing we can do. As big as that village. So you're telling me my village could not produce a thing. I am sick. My village is more productive. And whereas you have all the resources that my village does not have. Let me say this. Ogara is not as big as Uniben. We might be bigger, but the resources in Uniben is more than what we have in Ogara. We are more productive than you. I'm ashamed. And maybe you should think about this. Maybe you should be thinking that my job is not just to graduate students, my job is also to create jobs. I am not, you see, when time to say create jobs, I'm not interested in creating jobs. Make your own money. That the Chris repeated, make your own money. That's where I'm going to end the show today. And I'm going to say this. And for those of you that just watched this show and you think that the Chris are just been ranting, I'm going to summarize what I've been saying. I came on the show and I let you know that the average universities in the UK generate about 50 billion every year. This is our 2021, 2023, 2022, 2023. As our 2025, 2024, if you go to the statistics, go online, just Google it. It's not me, not that the person. You say that they earn over 50-something billion pounds. If you convert that by 2,000, which is the exchange rate today, that equals to about 100 trillion naira. I asked you one question. What was your budget? What the budget did Tinubu go there to declare at the National House of Assembly? So meaning the UK universities any 3 times what we spend as a country. It's a shame. I've been on this show and I told people that the ordinary premiership earns 5 to 10 billion a year. If you convert that, that's 20-something trillion. You know what is it? How much are you people? How much did the COA steal? 1.3 trillion. So if you were to be productive, it would not, sorry, COA, I didn't say whether you stole it. They said you stole the money, they said you mismanaged it. No verse. All right. So they are still defending because now I know how to carry people go court where these days now. Because that's all you can do. You couldn't solve the important thing. Now very dark man, wait till talk. Now wait till not talk now. I want to carry and go. When I go deal with that. Anyway, what is important is let us deal with the important thing. You know, these sort of things I'm saying now. There's nothing I'm going to say today that Fela did not tell you. There's nothing I'm saying today. Fela did not say it in this academic way. But he said it even better than I do. People didn't listen. So, that, like what Jesus Christ was saying, your prophet in those days, they gave you so many messages because of your hardened heart. People didn't listen. And that's exactly where we are. Look at us now. Instead of Nigerian university making money, and we attracting foreign students, we are sending our children abroad. Let's clap for ourselves. May God help us, because a day will come where we will not have this opportunity again to talk like this. And maybe people like the Tinubu will now be somewhere. Now, Buhari is somewhere. Buhari wish he had a chance to do it again. Obasanjo is struggling now to say, Obasanjo. But I love Baba, because at least Baba, they come out, they talk. When Baba is offended, he will say his mind. Shame on all of you in Nigeria who cannot even help by speaking out. Like I said on the show one day, for evil to exist, I was with that community leader. Righteous men are busy doing nothing. Explain to me why Nigerian university is not making money. It's something that is beyond my understanding. So, like I said, they have a better chance. Even when you see, the funny thing is, you graduate students, when they finish, they go and teach in kindergarten school. Whereas you could have engaged them. In these days now, when we want to sensitize Nigeria on politics, you have political science students that you cannot even use to carry out community work. in the name of youth service. You know, the youth service is a useless thing now. Right now, it's useless. It's of no use. You're not suffering the children. That's why the girl was crying the other day. They are suffering. Their talent. You mean you don't even know how to tap on your own talent, government of Nigeria. And the university, who graduate those students? We only blame the government. Who are the students? You see, by the time the university begin to engage in productivity, rather than waiting for handout from government, if they now begin to produce things, if they have department for a mechanical engineering, maybe an engineering department, if they begin, you know what? They have so many lathe machines that they can use to turn out so many things. You know, I went to Auchi. You know what we do with only the final department alone? The kind of ceramics you could turn out. It's a sin for the university to be suffering. It's a sin for any higher education to be suffering in Nigeria. And it has to stop. It's not me. I'm here to say the annoying part. Because if I come on the show and I've never annoyed you, meaning I've never done my job. And Vivian, you are still back. I thought you guys are going to end the show. I'm about to close. Anyway, if I come on the show and I've not been able to annoy people, meaning I've not achieved my aim. My job is to annoy them so that they can wake up and do the right thing. It is time. It is Nigerian time. Your network, you are new to. Even there.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You are the one that told me. But I can hear you because your network, your system is always going black and red.
Yes.
I can hear your voice.
Yes. And I think perhaps it's the network that's causing this glitch.
It is. It is. It is. And we'll correct it tomorrow. You said, like you said, it's raining, and those are the things Africa will go through. Because the challenges I've been talking about is not peculiar to Nigeria alone. Africa as a whole. We need to wake up. We need to wake up and solve our problem as a people. We need to work, and we can. The good thing is we can. But we need to face it. We need to say it. We need to be blasted with it. I just imagine I was searching the Burkina boy. He was walking and he could show the tomatoes he has made. He shows the airline he has made. So it means that if a Burkina Faso young man can do it, Oboriwori can do it. You see what I'm even saying now? It's good thing it's not only federal government that have universities. States have universities. Abraka should not be depending on the state. They should not. There should be department that will be making money for the universities. Because that whole village, they just give you for the whole of Abraka land when they collect. It's not for joke. You're going to turn it. Let me tell you one story before I end this show. And as I'm speaking now, let me tell you a very simple one. And it was the time I sent somebody to Abraka and I said, go to the theater art department. You know what I'm going to do? I'm setting up a TV station. I want them to produce content for me. I did that for Unilag too. Do you know these people are ready to work to produce content for my TV station? And I'm giving this secret to everybody, those of you that want to set up a platform. And I said that for Abraka, I said, I don't want to produce TV content. You know what I want to produce? I want to produce movies. You understand? With the department, in Abraka alone, I spoke to the head of the department there. I still have his number. We were planning to go into co-production of movies together using the school resources. So meaning the school have the resources to produce movies. How come that the university don't have, the theater art department does not make movies? The question, now go answer me tomorrow. How can Unilag not be making movies? In these days when movies making money. How can they not have students where they have their music? There should be Uniben music. Producing music, recruiting. You see, the business cannot be left alone for the government. Uniben, also all these people do not get the power, the resources to turn Nigeria into a money-making machine. And until it happens, and you wait for government to give you handouts, because what government is giving you is an insult. Paying you to a lecturer any 300,000. Is that money? Wait, is that money? Can that money feed your family? See, now you see where the decree is saying you can cry, you can shout, you can be angry that I'm saying this, but at the end you are poor. You are poor because of the mistake of the decision we all are making. It's not only government. The decision we're making now is a decision we all have made, and we have to all live by it. That's where I'm going to end the show. Like I said, it's a day that people left me alone to fight, and you know, my mouth is big, so when I get make mistake, when I let the priest talk, they're not go watch my show again. So now better come, so that go stop me. Then the priest don't say this, that don't say this. They spoil my show. Anyway, that's where I will end the show today. The show is how the Nigerian education system can be better, and it must be better. It should be better. Like I said, if the Nigerian universities have all the resources to make money. You know, last time, let me say this. We talk of appeal. Yesterday, I made a mention of how much UK doctors earn. Today, I show you how much UK lecturers earn. You see, these are very important figures. You understand? These are very important figures. This is what they earn. How much is your doctor earning? How much is your... And doctors, Nigerian lecturers, are you not worried? Don't you ask yourself, why are they earning more and you're not earning? There's no secret. Not because they're getting white skin or they go carry a plate come here first. Because they are making money. The truth is that institution is making money. If it's not, they will not be able to pay. My brothers and sisters make money. The reason I know is people in the same Nigeria, your university, your private universities are making money. Your private hospitals are making money. If that is the case, we need to turn things around. We need brave leadership, responsible government. I use the word responsible government. President Tinubu said no responsible government is take what is happening in Rivers State. My question again is, which responsible government will see that the government cannot pay? It's not like me. I cannot pay you and I keep deceiving you. I mean, that may be your number one enemy. That may be your number one enemy. The government is your number one enemy because it's still telling you go and do the job. He cannot pay you. What is paying you? You are a slave. It is a sin to hear that somebody, a lecturer of your class, earns £200. The interpreter, a lecturer, £200 a month. What is he going to do with it? What is he going to do with £200? 500,000 naira. What can he do with it? What can the lecturer do with ₦1,000,000 naira? That thing will not feed him and the family. Does he have a house? Does the lecturer, do they rent houses? How much is your average rent in Abuja, in Lagos? Can that money pay your rent? Those are questions we need to ask, and we have to be sincere about it. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is Rise and Shine. I hope you guys are rising and shine this morning. And I know. And you know what I like? When I provoke you, that is where I'm here. I'm here to provoke you. I'm here to provoke the presidency. I'm here to provoke the government. Today, I'm here to provoke the academic institutions in Nigeria, the higher ones. We want to come to the lower one and see how productive they can be. Like I said before, I attended Uganda Grammar School in my village. I have lecturers from India and Pakistan, meaning from America, meaning Nigerians that were our system, irrespective of my village. Not now, then there was no electricity. Now there's electricity. That time they could come. So you're telling me that they will not come and work now. Now money now they drive people go anywhere. Money now keep me for UK. I don't take hope. So if we start making money, we will attract all of them. That's the guy talking about appeal yesterday. I can't wait to see him back. I'm going to have him back. He talks about appeal. I want him to come to the studio where we have more stable. Listen, I will actually talk about all this. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. My name is Daddy Chris, and do stay out of trouble. Nigeria must work, and Nigeria will rise again because there's no other way. We will go away, but the country will stay. You're not the one that created Nigeria. God created Nigeria. And the God that created Nigeria will make Nigeria to work. Nigeria is going to be used as an example of a country where Islam and Christianity survive. They stay side by side as brothers and sisters. Where prosperity exists in the midst. Where God exists in the midst. Where God exists in the Christian side and God exists in the Muslim side. The bottom line is God is with us. God has given us everything. All we need to do now is follow what Peter said. Be productive. Universities. When I say productive, it's not only government alone. Sometimes when they say, oh, the government is not productive, you, the university, you are not productive. And just talk one word now. You hear that? Not the only government alone. You self, when they invest, you are not productive. That's why you're hungry. That's why I end the show. My name is Daddy Please. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay out of trouble. God bless you. Bye.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. Nigeria Week London 2025 is coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26th, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 247 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856 or +447 4388 93190 or email us at realestate@superiorradioandtelevision.com. SRTV Shortlet Apartment, where comfort meets luxury.
SRTV.